What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Music NFT podcast. Brock and Aaron here with you once again. It's been a little while, but we're back. Brock, how are we doing?
Yeah, what happened? I can't remember what. I suppose because we're doing like space weeks.
I just worked for about 3 weeks straight, every Thursday, religiously without stopping.
It's been spaced weeks, so even our uploads have been slow this last month. So give us a break, guys. Come on.
Give us a break.
I'm well. My daughter's, as I just mentioned off air, has pulled her whole room apart and put every book on her bed. So just dealing with that at the moment. But other than that, life's good. Music's good. Should I start by just talking about where my head is at with the music industry at the moment?
Sure. You've done a couple of insightful Facebook posts over the last couple of weeks and getting a bit of engagement, getting a bit of conversation going.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, I run an entertainment agency for entertainment for hire. So just DJs, live musicians. Over the course of the start of the year, I pulled my focus from the live side and just pushed it to the DJ side to begin just testing things and seeing, because I feel when you're doing both, you get pulled a little bit in both directions. So I focused on the DJs, and then I've been working through it. And it just felt like over the last even 5 years total, my pull has always been towards musicians and content, and that stigma attached to it is it's everywhere. Like the post that Aaron just talked about, straight away, posting, it should be about the music. It's like everyone is just talks about it nonstop. And I wanted to bring up a point that I raised in it, and something Aaron and I have been talking about a lot over the course of the last 2 or 3 months is, although it feels like it, it's not true. Social media is not oversaturated. Your industry is not oversaturated. Your music segment's not oversaturated. The world is a massive place. Social media is still in its infancy. For 15 years into something that will no doubt take many twists and turns over the next 100 years or fall further on, essentially media as a whole. I mean, even really, if you think about media, visual media is still really in its infancy. If you has it been 100 years since we developed video, really?
Yeah, I'd say be getting close.
Yeah, so to think about social media has only just switched over to video in the last 5 years, really, as heavily as it has been with Musical.ly turning into TikTok, Instagram Reels, Stories, etc. So content is not going anywhere as far as musicians go, and I've just realized the more you don't have to do dancing videos, you don't have to do trending reels. It's really getting down. It's getting so good. It's full reverse Uno at the moment. Content has gone back to, it always was. What worked then works now, but people went through that retention kind of content, which is what kind of turned everyone off. I think now it's gone back and proven that authentic, original, just day-to-day stuff, living your life, talking about
people want
truths.
To see you. That's what people like you for and want to relate to. It's just you being you and doing you, whatever that is.
Things we recommend highly is just getting used to, as a part of our other business creative cult, Aaron and I got together and made an iPhone guide. If you want to check that out, check it out at Creative Cult AU. Just little things like that, where you can read that in 30 minutes. And we just talk about using 0.5, using 3x on your iPhone. For those of us that are obviously lucky enough to be able to afford the magnificent Apple iPhone, it is an asset for you that you can use to just get 3-second snippets of your day recording music, set it up in front of yourself, riffing a song. If you're a DJ, put a 0.5, turn it in front of your decks while you're practicing. There's just so much easy way to capture authentic content. And even just, you don't have to sit there and have a 20-minute rant on anything. You don't have to, you're not, as an artist, you don't have to educate anyone. You're just entertainment, and your entertainment is the skill that you have. You don't have to overthink it too much. You're already skilled. show people your skill, because content we've found that works really well for the agency at the moment is set up content. So just literally setting it up, like setting your phone up and the DJ recording them setting up their equipment. That works well because people just don't have any idea what it takes. For a guitarist, it might be restringing your guitar, might be the valuable content because it's just something. But it's it might have nothing to do with your music, but it brings people in to like you as an artist, and it shows them proof that you kind of know what you do and know what you talk about. And I'm really, really going all in on this for this year and moving pretty much the whole direction of the business. And my role inside the business will be training talent, talking to talent about content, training them how to use their iPhone, pushing them to basically create videos. And it's not in a sense of getting them to even post their own videos. It's just get them to create B-roll content. So they get in the habit and just get everyone out of this stigma of just hating something that is only an asset. It's a free asset, essentially.
It's like Brock said, the market isn't saturated. Like if you actually just off the top of your head right now, think about, if you're a DJ or an artist, think about the amount of like local artists or DJs in your area who are posting content on social media. Think about that and think about how it's none of them. and then realize that you could be the one that is like standing out and being the leader of the pack and above the rest, and you'll get more gigs, you'll become more, I don't want to word like famous, but like well known in your industry and your area because you're putting yourself out there and you're being yourself. And if you want a career in that business, then that is the way to do it. Because no one's going to hire you or book you or want to work with you if they don't know who you are or what you do.
It's the word of this year is proof of work. And I had a thought about it the other day.
Hyphenated, I assume.
Yeah, of course. Proof - work - full stop exclamation mark. And it's because of trust. Like the issue is right now the world's going through a trust issue because of things like COVID, the government scams, your grandparents getting scammed, your mate from down the road getting scammed, phone calls that are just from people trying to scam money off you on your phone, scam emails. Like there's a massive trust issue in the world right now. And what's helping us get past that, because even AI is coming for our trust right now. What's going to help us get past that is showing people what you're about. Because it's like, gone are the days of like, I know a guy. That's almost, that era of life is almost gone, because I know a guy is still not like, you have to be blood brothers, essentially. Like that's my best friend telling me I trust that they trust that person. If anyone else refers someone to me, I'm like, sketchy. So it's doing those things to not only build a rapport with your audience, but to also make them believe that you're the artist singing these songs. Like, even think about DJs. Oh, this ghost producer, like automatically people are just behind the eight ball if they don't believe, they don't trust the DJs making their own music. It's just the level that it takes now for people to believe in something. It just is getting larger, but at the same time, the ease in which you can prove it to them is getting smaller because of just how I picked up my phone and filmed something. Hey, this is me doing the thing. For those that were just listening and not watching me, it was me picking up my phone and pretending to do air guitar.
It's definitely worth watching the video version of the podcast just for that.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the things I wanted to really hit on there. It just, again, we've talked about it over and over again, but it's just getting more and more. I'm believing in it more and more. There's more and more proof. I'm seeing DJs blow up because they're just creating simple content, talent creating stories that just show people behind the scenes of what they're doing. It all works.
Yeah, as Brock says, we've been talking about it for a while, but yeah, content is absolutely the key. moving forward in the world that we're living in right now, and we see it every day, and I'm sure you do too, but you don't want to accept the harsh reality that you have to film yourself and take content, but it is the way of the future. So get onto that. In other news,
you go, and I think you've got something special to share as well. Or well, they're back.
the back. We kind of semi roasted it a little bit for season 1, but Mastercard Artist Accelerator is back for a season 2. They have unveiled a new music pass that you can go and mint for free on the website. They've partnered with MoonPay. Obviously got a little hands on a little bit of slice of pie.
Cash. Buy me an ape, please.
Exactly. But yeah, so they've announced season 2. It seems like it's going to be similar to season 1, I guess. So they're kind of like sticking with the same formula. There's 5 artists that they've chosen that will kind of go through this Artist Accelerator program. You'll see behind the scenes of them like speaking with industry leaders, doing some performances, and also with the passes, they have access to the DJ AI music software that we kind of, I think, previewed last time, but I'd say that they're kind of revamping it for this time. And also they've mentioned that there is, some chances for fans to go see some shows from the artists that are in the program. Obviously, I assume it's probably going to be America only, but
jerks.
Pretty cool that, just to be part of the Music Pass, which is a free thing that you can get. You could score some tickets to some local shows in your area if you're in the United States, which is pretty cool. They're really doubling down on it.
Yeah, AI will be an interesting addition to this. To think that's how quickly AI has risen to prominence. It's literally been a year for musicians and stuff like that. So since we last talked about Mastercard, AI was around. We were kind of messing with it, but it's not now. It's the only thing musicians are talking about. But 100%. Cool to see.
That'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see if there's any chats or lessons, I guess, that involve AI. So it'd be pretty cool to see as well. And interestingly enough, the pass apparently, I haven't been on to claim our pass yet, but they're calling it an interactive minting journey where users will be asked questions that help capture their music preferences. And as a result, the multi-sensory pass will feature a fully personalized visual artwork and 15-second sonic track matched to the user's taste.
Interactive
Isn't
minting
that interesting?
Journey. We love that.
So we'll have to do that together in the office and go on a journey together.
I can't wait. Hold hands for sure. I think, and the final thing I wanted to talk about tonight was some recent figures, some financial figures for the streaming market were released, and the growth is still going to be massive. They're talking about, these are just some numbers they're throwing around at the moment. So this includes all streaming platforms. Again, to show you that the market's not going anywhere. You work on yourself as an artist. There'll still be listeners out there. More people are born every day. The world's population continues to grow. Hasn't gone anywhere. So your market, if you want it, is out there for you. It's projected to grow by $31 billion over the next, so that's from 2023 to 27. So it's already, grown part of that now. I'd say about roughly $5 to $10 billion in that period, which is a rate of over 15%, which is crazy to think about. Just thinking about with Spotify, the AI playlists that have been a little bit introduced now. I remember I showed you one where I went chilled morning walk Friday and just entered that, and it just gave me some tunes to listen to. This is,
you were pleasantly surprised.
I was pleasantly surprised. This is going to be the future of listening. We're going to be so stoked and just so curated too. The real interesting part was thinking about AI. Imagine, obviously they've got AI DJ at the moment, but when it really, you're not picking music anymore. Do you think that's ever going to get to a place where you just turn it on and you go, what mood are you in? Fucking somber.
It just knows. It's been listening in your phone for the last 15
Ooh,
minutes and has calculated your mood. And then you just hop into the car and it goes, here's what you want.
New Moon soundtrack play. Pull on the heartstrings,
100%.
please. But yeah, that's. I just felt that was really interesting to share. Like it's just growth is happening all around us. As far as I suppose smaller venues are going, that's becoming a much more difficult concept, which is going to make it harder for obviously artists to get found in that smaller touring circuit. Which means content is your friend. You won't be able to do those early, because it's well that who wants to do those early tours anyway? Because you don't make anything out of it. They cost you money. So how about use a free resource and build yourself up to a place where you can, your music's actually doing numbers. Please guys.
So if all you do after listening to this podcast is tomorrow take some video and photo of whatever you're working on, you're 10 steps ahead of everyone else already.
It's we talk about it literally once a week, and that is it. That is all you would have to do, and you would be ahead of most of your market right now, from what I've seen. So take that advice, please.
And that's it. That's it for another week. Thanks for dropping in and giving us a listen. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Share it with a friend. We will catch you on the next episode.